I'm going to show you how I create my YouTube thumbnails. And to be honest, almost all of my graphics, I use Canva. I freaking love Canva, okay? Freaking, okay? Don't worry, this is a family show. All right, so my name is Susan Bennett, CEO of The Social Barber. Super excited to share with you all of this cool stuff. I am not a graphic designer, but I play one on TV. All right, so what I've done here, Canva is a free graphic design tool. I do have a free, a paid version of the software, but you can literally do almost everything that you want to do with the free version, okay? So what I do is I actually go to, I've already created a YouTube thumbnail and I kind of edit mine, but if you were starting all the way from scratch, all you would do is you could actually go in here and do YouTube thumbnail. Okay, and they've got all of these crazy templates. They've got all of these crazy templates that were done by a graphic designer, and not I, but a real graphic designer. All right, and I've actually used a lot of this stuff because it looks so good. Okay, so my colors, if let's say I want to change my colors, then I highlight this little pink area. Okay, this is just a template. And I click here and I have my colors saved because I have a paid version. But if you don't have your, colors saved, or if you don't know what colors you want to use, super easy to just change these things around. I don't know who this girl is, so I just click on this. See, I can tell it's highlighted because I've got squares around her picture. Go to the trash can, all right, and then you can upload whatever you want. So I've already got some pictures on here. So let's say I say, okay, you know what, I'm going to use this picture, and it looks like there's a frame here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit delete here, and I'm going to see, okay, this one is actually got some kind of a picture here, so I didn't like the way it filled up the whole box. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this picture. And then what I'm going to do is I want to put the red on top. When you have layers, it makes your stuff look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to say backward. All right. And then I'm like, ooh, I don't like the way this isn't covered. So let me just move it around a little bit, okay? I can even move around the black part a little bit so it covers up. So kind of just drag it here in the background. All right. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I want my face closer to the red part. So again, I have this highlighted and I'm going to hit the flip button. Okay, but I'm like, no, I think I like it better the other way. Okay, no problem. And you know what? I think I want to adjust. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. Oh, too bright. Okay, let's go back down. All right. So you can make all kinds of adjustments here, right? Sometimes I like to bring down the contrast and put words on top. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Okay. And another thing you could do that people do sometimes too is that you can actually blur things. So if you kind of want to make your words stand out and make it seem like something is further in the background, you can actually blur things. Now, pro tip, okay? Sometimes if I have a video or a picture that I took that is in profile mode, meaning that it's long and skinny, I'll show you what I mean here. Let's say I add a new page here. So let's say, for instance, this picture, right? It's not going to fit into this wide mode, okay? So what I do sometimes is I go ahead and I make a copy. So I highlight it. I have all these squares on the corners. I hit duplicate, okay? And then what I do is I stretch it out. Okay, I know this sounds really weird, but I stretch it so it's covering the whole white part. You see this white part? This is my canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch it all the way out. Okay, and I know you're like, Susan, that looks weird. It does. Stay with me here. Stay with me. So then what I do is I go to adjust and I hit blur and I make it just blurry enough, right? I know you're like, Susan, that looks terrible. It does. But now look what I got going on. Okay, you see how people have videos or pictures like this? And then sometimes what I like to do, so I'm going to put this backward, or I'm going to click in the back because I want to adjust this one in the back. So sometimes I like to go ahead and make it just a little bit darker so it makes the front one stand out a little bit more. Okay, and that is it. All right, so this is something that I do use this a lot. Sometimes if people give me things that are not the right size, this is a way that I will adjust it. Okay, So yes, great way to make YouTube thumbnails. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. You know, they've got tons of templates. I'll show you some of these other templates in here. Oh, and I forgot to show you the most important part. Let's say I'm like, you know what? Why don't we do this one? Okay, and we're like, ooh, I don't like that. That's going to the next line. We just highlight it right here. Make it a little bit smaller. Ooh, that's not small enough. 48. Okay, and now another thing you could do is you can, or 56, but I'm like, oh, I want it to be a little bit bigger, but not too big. The next one up is too big, 64. So you can actually type, so between 56 and, let's say I'm like, okay, I want to do 60. 60 is right in the middle. So I just kind of change the numbers manually and hit the enter button. Okay, you can also drag these parts right here, kind of drag the size of the box to make it, you know, larger or smaller. Another thing you can do is you can change the fonts. Okay, you can change the fonts. And they've got so many fonts, and you can even upload your own. So it's like, it's crazy how easy this is. But check out some of these other awesome templates. They add templates all the time, really cool ones by graphic designers, not I. Okay, but I'll show you what I do sometimes that I like a lot is I go through here. I go to in my home and I look at my designs, and then I'm like, oh, okay, let me go to my, you know, I kind of want my thumbnails to have like the same look and feel. So these are all the designs that I've done here. So I will click here and I'll go to my YouTube thumbnails and I'll click edit. All right. So then what I'll do is I'll take one that I've already done. Okay, so let's say this one right here. Okay, so we're talking about YouTube right now. So I will go on here and I will just hit the duplicate button. Okay. And I'll just say create. We'll just delete all this because I want to say YouTube anyway. And I will say thumbnails. Okay. So you guys kind of see what I got going on here, my little template. Okay. So what I do is I'm like, okay, I want to adjust the size of the black one. So I'm going to click on this and I can actually adjust this right here. I think I'm going to make this a little smaller on the side. I might regret this later, but that is okay. And so I'm going to make this match. So let me show you this. You see the little line that shows up when I get close? See? Oh, there it is. Oh. So it kind of helps you line things up. So I really like that. I super appreciate that. Yeah. Do I have a space here? Looks like I did have a space. Yes, honey. Okay. So I'm going to click on this black and kind of go like this. Click on this black and make sure it's lining up, this black box. And now I've got all these words hanging out. We can have these words hanging out. And that's it. Okay. Now, personally, I kind of had a longer word here. This is just me. I like to have, I'd rather push this over here. Okay. And that's about it. And if I want to, I can actually, I didn't really do this one in such a great way, but I can actually go to my uploads and I can use some of my other pictures here, you know, that I've uploaded. So if I want to, I can go ahead and switch this out. Love, love, love Canva. Tell me what you want to know as far as graphic design, logos, anything like that. Let me know what you're looking to do. Seriously, Canva is like a game changer for small businesses. So I love, love, love it. I even use it for when I'm doing community service events and I do sponsorships with large companies. I'll say, oh yes, I can put I have these swag bags and I put their logos on the swag bags and they look so good. They look so good. And I mean, it just makes sure, you know, all your events, it just brings it up. Okay. And I'm literally using like Dollar Tree bags and labels are printed on my computer, but literally it looks so good. Okay, I've used them for things for my daughter's birthday party. I had VIP badges. She did a movie party before. So I'm telling you, Canva is a game changer. Please, if you like this video, feel free to share it, subscribe, hit the bell because I do like to go live and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.